Hello and welcome to the grand tour of the new Disciples of Virgin Purity houses. We are currently located in Shiragane, Plot 60 in Ward 20. For those of you from or familiar with FMA, you'll recognize this as the same plot. This is my personal house, so feel free to friend me for easy access. The yard is pretty simple. We've got the gardens, the tea house bench with bird bath. There's a deck on each side of the doorway, the little sitting bench by the fire, and our own private hot springs. I know there is an actual hot springs up the path right there, but this one is ours. So, keeping in line with the usual theme of Virgin Purity, a lot of the furniture and the decor are white. When you first come in, there's the little mudroom off the doorway where you can hang your jacket, stow your bag, sit on the bench, take off your shoes and slip on some house slippers, that sort of thing. Staying on the side, we have art and music area here and the kitchen and dining room here. There is tons of seating for the brothers and sisters to be able to gather here, at the breakfast nook here, and at the table here. The kitchen's also fully stocked with anything we thought the brothers and sisters could use. So desserts, fruits, vegetables, bread, there's honey, there's spices, and 2 cooks because we have to keep everyone fed. Through the door right here is our mini library and our office. This is where the interviews will be held. So there's a chair for the person conducting the interviews, and then matching chairs for the would-be initiate and the sponsor if there is one, but there's more information on the interviews themselves in the Q&A. Staying on the main floor and going to the other side is just the living room that has a lot of seating for everyone to be able to gather and just kind of hang out. The chateau, which is the name of the disciples' residence, is based on an actual place of the same name. It is a modeling thing, and some of the models are actually live-in at the chateau. And that's something that we really liked and kind of wanted to recreate for the disciples. Up at the top of the stairs, we have our feature area, which is currently decked out for Starlight. This will change both seasonally and for holidays. So right now, we have our Starlight tree and some decorations, lots of presents for the brothers and sisters, and a cozy chair by the fire to just enjoy those winter nights. Up the stairs to this side, we have the disciples' bedroom. There are 4 beds, which have 9 slots to doze, and you can fit way more than that using Play Dead. So, plenty of space here. And it is for all of the disciples' use because, you know, those who are pure of heart needn't worry about such thing as separate bedrooms. Across from the beds, we've got 3 vanities here. There's a bench by the door and a bench by the closet where there are mannequins set up with some of the usual wear that you see throughout the disciples and a dresser to store, you know, more clothes and stuff. If you go out this door here, it takes you to a more intimate seating area. So there's crafting stuff on this side, the balls of yarn and needles here, and then threads and cloths and such over there. And this other part, there's just, you know, some books on the table and, you know, somewhere to curl up and read. Following the hallway through will lead you into the bathroom. So if you stop immediately after you turn this corner, it takes you to where the shower and the tubs are. There is shampoo and conditioner and body wash already put in. And then if you turn this other corner, you've got, you know, the 2 sinks and the 2 toilets. The main part of this side of the upper floor is actually a spa. So we've got a total of 3 hot tubs, 2 over here under these windows, and then 1 over in the corner there. There's shelving and stuff to put your belongings. There's a laundry basket for used towels and a garden here just for the soothing sound of the shishiodashi. This tub, if you notice, has the hanging scroll above it right there. This is to mark it as the temperature moderated tub for those people who are more sensitive to the higher temperatures. From here, we go downstairs. Hi, fishies. We got fishies in our beautiful tank. We go downstairs, and that's where more of the fun and disciple-oriented things are. So the first area here is the entertainment area. We've got 2 tables back here that are set with tea, and then there's 4 couches here, and the stage for whatever happens to be being presented. This first room is the shrine room. There are 5 individual shrines, and they take up the majority of the room. There's a lot of space in between them so that they're kind of intimate. The loft area right here is our offering area. There's a table on this side with supplies and stuff, which currently just has some incense going and some flowers. And there's a little bit of extra seating over here with, you know, the multicolored backgrounds, which they're just really cute. So, there they are. This room will be the room that we'll be using relatively soon, actually, and I hope you guys like. This is the baptism room. So there's not a whole lot of seating area. We've got like a little waiting area up in this corner. And the baptism right here. There's not a whole lot of seats. Like I said, the consensus was that people wanted the baptisms to be more small and intimate. So we've got the seats right here for the sponsor, if there is one, and witnesses. The seat over here for the person conducting the baptism. And wine, because, you know, what's a baptism without some wine? The last room in the chateau is our church, which is also currently decked out for Starlight and features a lot of stained glass windows, because I feel like that's like really on point aesthetically for the disciples of Virgin Purity. It's just a lot of white and gorgeous stained glass windows in our church. So that is it here. This is the entirety of the chateau that you've seen. And I'm sure you noticed that there are no punishment areas, nowhere to torture unsuspecting souls. This was actually an aspect that wasn't very much enjoyed by some people, so it didn't end up in the house. Not everyone is interested in the punishment roleplay aspect that we do sometimes have in the disciples, so we really wanted to respect that. So none of the punishment and all of that is here in the main house, because this is, you know, again, supposed to be where sisters and brothers can live in. And so we didn't want it like in their face. So we need to go here. So all you need to do is follow this path down the stairs and turn right at this corner, and it is this red house right here. Again, you know, the yard is very simple. There's the bird bath over there, a deck over here, and a chocobo stable and garden there. It's very nondescript. It doesn't really stand out. And that leads to the inside of the house, which has a fun little addition that we're really excited to share with you. Something new that we've come up with. This is our courthouse. So over here we have where the judge presides. We have a little sectioned off area for the jury to sit, seats for the witnesses and so on, and of course the stand for testimony. Going through the door and down the stairs will lead us to the punishment room. Right off inside the doorway we have our racks here. We have our sensory deprivation coffin there and the tub for drowning here. We also have the racks here for the hot water, and I'm sure you guys can figure this one out. The middle of the room features a seating area in a triangle. That way there are seats where you can sit and watch any of the areas that particularly interest you. And this nice gentleman will serve you wine. In addition to the two main areas in the free company that we're in, there is the addition of currently 6 private rooms. I manage 5 out of 6 of those rooms, as well as this free company that we're in, so that anything that really needs to be changed or altered or dealt with can be. So when you click on the chambers and you go to the specified, each of the gradings is a little description of the room. So like the first room is the Gothic room, and that is actually where we're headed right now. So this is the Gothic / BDSM, if you're into it, room. There's a seating area for waiting. There's food by the fireplace, wine, lobster, dessert, that sort of thing. A cozy rug. A canopy bed with curtains on the sides. There's candelabras. And there is a small area right here where you can sit and kneel at someone's feet. The next room is the Teal Tranquility Room. For those of you who have been around for a while, you will recognize this as the way that my private room was actually set up when I was a member of FMA a long time ago. The only real difference in the way that it is now, as opposed to the way that it was then, is that I used marble partitions instead of the other partitions that I had used. But this room was really popular, so I was really happy to have a reason to bring it back. The next room is the log cabin. This was done by Housing Enthusiast / Tetra Starlight, because they will be getting a name change. When you first come in, there is a cozy kitchen with an adorable little sink. I love how that was done. I think that's really well done. There's a seating area in this corner. There's the bed over here with the bookcase over there and a loft. At this exact moment, though you can get into this area behind these walls, there's currently nothing there. That could change in the future. I don't know. It's not my room. But it is what it is. The next room is our sanctuary room, and this might actually be one of the favorite rooms that I've kind of ever done. So this room is designed to kind of be the pinnacle of the virgin purity aesthetic. There's a lot of white. We've got 3 stained glass benches on each side of the room. There's a lot of curtains. If you can't tell, I really like these curtains a lot. So there is a ton of them, both by the seats and surrounding the bed. And there's tables with candles on each side. So if nothing else, this room is one giant fire hazard with nothing but candles and fabric. But I really enjoy the aesthetic of it. The next room is our re-education room. Essentially, this is basically a very white classroom. We've got 4 desks, one of them that actually has supplies on it. There's tables in the back with random, schooly things, I guess. And then there's the podium for whoever is, re-educating or teaching or whatever the case may be. The blackboard and then the, little display board there. This works for like punishment role play, after, whoever has misbehaved has been punished, they can be brought here and be re-educated in the ways of the disciples of Virgin Purity. It also works for like a Sunday school kind of thing, or really any other classroom thing that you could think of. But so that's what this is. And the last, at the moment, bedroom is the balcony, which is an outdoor balcony at night. The lights are all the way down in here, and so the only lighting comes from the lanterns on the wall and bed and the small hearth in the seating area right here. There is the astronomy area over here where we have the star globe and the astroscope and a bed. I'm currently working on one more alt, and she will have a room very shortly, and I would love to tell you what that room is gonna be, but unfortunately I start these rooms with one very specific idea in mind, and they don't always turn out the way that I envisioned them. So it's just gonna have to be a surprise as to what that last room is gonna look like. So that is our entire tour. I hope that you feel free to make use of the chateau and this house and its private rooms if it interests you. The private rooms are open to any of the disciples, whether or not you're interested in the punishment RP stuff that goes on in the main areas of the house. Because the rules now specifically state that the ERP aspects have to be kept to private, so private DMs or channels in Discord, /tell or /party messages, or in a place where you can reasonably expect privacy, such as a private room. We wanted to give you a variety of rooms that you would have access to, different aesthetics, different themes, different, all of that. And so whether or not you're interested in what goes on in the main areas of the house, whether you're doing ERP or not, you have, as a disciple, free reign of both properties and all of the private rooms, the ones that are currently there and the ones that will be coming. And we really hope that you make use of it and that you enjoy. And so that is it for our video. Thanks for watching.